Hey everybody, welcome back to another reaction. Your boy Lance here for episode 2 of Gnosia. Yeah, I'm very curious where this is gonna go. Our boy is time looping. He's doing the ReZero route. Subaru crying along with him in the club right now. Let's see what happens for this particular loop. Let's dive in.
時間が巻き戻ってる。夢
Okay, so he did think it's starting as a dream.
だとしたら、
これでユーリは死を乗り越える力を
Yeah.
手に入れた。
あれか。あの力で。
すぐわかるよ。だから頑張ってほしい。みんなと君自身のために。
I mean, it's an interesting idea to have for a game like this, right?
いや、戻ってきたんだ。その君がくれた。
I don't know if she's gonna remember that, bro.
何の話？
Yep.
そうか。
もしかしてお邪魔だった？
Obviously, though, ooh, good transition there. Obviously, though, this loop isn't gonna be her. Oh, I want a pen and write this down.
記憶喪失はどう？名前わかる？
SQ。
Mm-hmm.
おー、大正解。即成学習、それなりに聞いてますね。
Instant learning is a very good thing to have.
記憶喪失じゃないとか。何？まだ混乱中でございますか？多少ね。そんな顔してると、ラキオに言われ。
Yeah, Rakio's always gonna say something because they're the instigator.
議論の余地などないね。コールドスリープは彼で決まりだ。
See?
同じだ。最初の時と同じで、ラキオは僕を疑っている。だとすると、この会議でラキオが選ばれ。
But it's not. I.
消される。グノシア汚染された SQ に。
But and to be fair to him, though, I don't fault him for thinking this isn't a different loop anymore. This is just him back in the past, right?
よし、いいぞ。これなら自然に言える。
Oh, you gonna say SQ though? You actually going to say SQ?
おお、そうきますか。私も怪しいと思ってた。
ジナ。
さっきユーリたちのことを迎えに。
It's not gonna be SQ again, though.
している様子だった。
It's not.
そうなの。気遣いが裏目に。
It's not going to be.
そうですか。こうして SQ ちゃんは今日も涙橋を渡るのであった。ポロリ。
Cool with the tattoo.
騙されちゃダメだ。SQ はグノーシア。
別の人間に注目させて自分に疑惑が向かないようにする作戦か。
Well, that's what you're supposed to do in this type of game, my dude.
ラキオ、せっかくいい流れになっていたのに。そう言うけど、僕を怪しむ根拠は？
聞いてなかったのかい？君は記憶喪失を偽っている可能性がある。
And you're just using that as an excuse.
可能性も。
確かにその通りだ。しかしそれを検証する時間はなく、他に疑わしい。
To you, though, all three of us right here,
最も疑わしいのは
just pretty much, or two of us at least, are thinking SQ is suspicious.
バッシロということ。
僕はこれをそういう会議と認識しているけど。
ラキオは知性で有名なグリーゼ船団国家の
High intelligence. Well, man, high, right?
では絶対にかなわない。
Well, though, the thing is, though,
節とユーリがこそこそおしゃべりしてます。
これは面白い。グノーシアの説が有利を丸め込んでこの会議をリード。その可能性もある
that's
という。
exactly the play you do there.
違う、誤解だ。
って言われましてもね、とてもそうは見えないラブラブっぷり。
And I don't think SQ is the Gnosia, but
しまった。
ならはっきりさせよう。私とユーリの関係は恋人だ。え、前からね。本当に？でも説は反なのに？ああ、魂でつながっているからね。
fair enough.
それじゃあ反になった意味がないと僕は思うけどね。
まずい。どんどんおかしい方に進んでいる気がする。
Maybe not, Yuri.
時間になりました。
Yeah, I was waiting for the AI. Setsu. I mean, there could be a thing there between them, but
今の会議の流れで SQ に票を入れそうなのは僕とジナ。ラキオはわずかに説。SQ は自分でなければ誰でもいいはずだ。
Yeah, SQ's like defending herself.
開票します。
Nope.
決定しました。
Setsu's done.
コールドスリープとなるのは節様です。
And Setsu isn't the Gnosia in this route. I don't think so. It'd be wild. That's who it was, and we're done. But it's not gonna be the case.
すまない。僕が余計なことを。
いや、余計なことを言ったのは私だ。恋人だって言っただろう。もともと嘘は得意じゃないのに。
Yeah, they're not
SQ の
lovers.
印象操作を止めたくて。悪かった。
いや、そうじゃなくて。
うん。
僕は2回目なんだ。
Yeah, might as well tell them the truth.
2回目。
I'm looping.
同じ日を繰り返している。だからわかるんだ。グノーシアは SQ。
Bet it changes,
にわ
bro.
かには信じられないな。
どうしたらいい？君を助けたい。グノーシアが誰かは分かってるんだ。みんなにちゃんと伝えて。
無理だよ。信じてもらえるはずがない。
Yeah.
でも
時間がないから大切なこと。
They like this is like
会議では目立てば目立つほど疑われやすく投票されがちになる。
mm-hmm.
嘘をついている人を探す会議だからね。
Exactly.
判断の材料を与えれば与えるだけ不利になる。特に自分に疑いが向けられた時に慌てて否定したり反論するのは危険だ。人によっては動揺していると取る人もいるからね。
That is true. And Rikio isn't going to allow small things like that because they are an instigator.
大切なこと。誰のことも信じて
DTA, baby, don't trust anybody.
今ここにいる私がグノーシアかもしれない。
True, but I don't think that's gonna be the case
そ
here.
のことを忘れないで。
I was wondering if it was Gina.
9は嘘をついているの。教えて。SQ が怪しいと思った根拠。
DTA, don't trust anybody.
ループしてる。
Oh, don't. Yuri,
で
why?
も証拠はないんだ。
Damn, Yuri.
信じてくれとしか言えないんだ。
Setsu literally said DTA.
信じる。
It's
私もユーリと同じように思っていた。なんとなくだけど。
本当に。
but what I keep trying to say though is
7割が海の惑星
so Gina was
だ
born
と果てしなく遠いけど。
どうしてこれ
on Earth.
私、空中管制。
Space traffic controller. Okay.
それ、渡して。船は
I keep trying to make the point, but I keep getting engrossed in the what they're talking about. Is Yuri's gonna need a couple of loops to figure out who these people actually are. I'd still be so sus. Like, I get it though. This would endear themselves to Yuri, but I could be my sus meter that looked there. That just was closing the door though. But my sus meter is like just so crazy right now. And this would make a lot of sense if it was
どうだった？
Gina here, because it would really show Yuri you can't trust anybody, and the loop is different each time. That's what the whole point of this loop is to show that the loop is changing. At least I'm assuming that's the case. The show's also putting a lot of forefront into Gina here. 4 arms to play.
3次元チェス。
ユーリ。
え？
なんと恥知らずな。本戦は健全な青函高校戦でございます。3次元チェスなどという。
What was that? That AI has some issues with some lewdness over here. And I guess 3D chess is something that's very, at least to an AI, it's very It's like hand holding.
申し訳ありませんが、保安上それにお答えすることはできか。
ん
少しだけ話をさせて
Smart.
くれないか。
Good.
ループ
あ
だから
Why are you telling everybody?
わかるっていうのか
あ、信じてもらえないかもしれないけど本当なんだ。
I'm more convinced now it's either Gina or
僕
Rakio.
かジナが今晩襲われていなくなったら明日残った人間で
以外の何者でもない
分かってるよ。
Rakio, were you a theater kid? Because you certainly feel like a theater kid. I know you're supposed to be high intelligence.
何を勘違いしているんだいループのことは信じているよ実際それを可能にする生命体も
Whoa.
存在するからね
There we go.
生命体。
問題はその後だ前の世界線で SQ がグノーシアだったからここでも SQ がグノーシアだって聞いたことないかい
Okay.
箱を開けるまで猫がいるかどうかは確定し
Sh-
ない
Sure.
1000年以上も前に証明
That cat's either alive or dead.
確定しない。
Oh, it's proven. Nice.
たとえ同じ時間を繰り返したとしても
We got Schrodinger's cat up in this
行動や
bitch.
選択によって世界は変わり続けるそれだけじゃない
And
過去にだって無数
Setsu
の
was the
可能
first
性
to
が
go.
存在するそれが世界線というものさ
So we're doing
前提は常に変化する
well.
つま
Look,
り
I'd be
結果も
very,
変わっているということさ
very curious
そんな
if
もう
空間転移まであと10分。ユーリ様、ジナ様、お部屋にお
if eventually we have to go back and fix the
とんだ
timelines.
時間の無駄だったよ頭を冷やすといい
ジナは人間だよね。
Bro,
そう、私は人間。
exactly what a Gnosia would say. Wait, what? What happened there? Hold up, hold up.
そう、私は人間。それが答えですか。思ったより可愛い目してると思ったんだけどな。
That's great and all, but in Yuri's defense,
空間転移までカウントダウンをいたします。
you fucked him last time. Actually, would be shocked if Yuri is dead. Or not. Fixing the hair. I see you.
ユーリ。
Rakio.
どうや
Rakio.
ら襲われたのはラキオみたいっすね。
It's Gina.
ラキオが
It's
とい
Gina.
うことはジナと SQ どちらかがグノーシア。
ました。有効投票数3、投票率 100%。ああ。でも、コールドスリープって美容的にはどうなんだろう。
I mean, yeah, it's pretty much sleep. Yeah, it's Gina.
何旦那、今さら後悔ですか？こんな可愛い SQ ちゃんを生贄に選んだのは旦那ですぜ。
He'll apologize in the next life.
ただ
そんなに気に病まないの。別に有利が悪いわけじゃないよ。じゃね、ぐんない。いい夢見ろよ。
Sweet dreams, y'all. Hey. Unless SQ went out like a G, right? But in the end, she's like, I mean, you're dead anyway.
頼む。
Wow. What do you know?
有利。
Yep. My man. My bro is just gonna be traumatized.
会えるといいね。
また
Good
戻る
transition.
のか。最初の日に最初目覚めた時
I'm gonna go
と同じ
back real quick. I know we're at the end of the episode.
明日
I hope
会える
I can see you again
といい
tomorrow.
ね。
Well, Yuri did tell them about the loop, so. And like I was saying, it's just the way the story's telling is going. It's hard not to just assume it was going to be Gina. Just from a narrative plot structure, right?
また
Fire transition again.
最初の日に最初目覚めた時と同じ。
And there's the other difference, a different person.
Huh?
誰と
I saw the alien in the OP. I didn't think we get the alien this fast.
お慕いしておりますユーリ様
Oh yeah, the ED. Let's go. I haven't heard the ED yet. Oh, let's go. Yeah, I mean, like I was saying earlier, I mean, narratively, it made sense. They were putting a lot of focus on Gina, the alien. Um, this is like a I like all these fucking character designs though. They're so interesting. Anyway, like the dolphin killing me or whale. Um, sorry, I'm vibing. I'm thinking too. Yeah, so like I was saying, narrative structure wise, it makes sense that was going to be Gina there just because it was going to teach him that the time loops are different each time. That they can't just rely on their preconceived notions each loop. You got to think about this entirely differently each time. I was really curious when Gina was saying "I am human." What that thing was. Maybe Yuri can start getting clues on who or what the Gnosia is going to be. Because even if Yuri can like see lies or see that Gina was particularly human with that little thing there, you got to convince others to vote with you. That's the name of the game. That's the any games like this, Werewolf, Among Us, wherever you want to play, you got to convince other people to join you in said vote. So even if Yuri does develop a way to at least wherever this flash is that Gina showed, my guess is it's each time, each loop that Yuri goes through, he's going to either figure something more out about the Gnosias or Gnosias, whatever you want to call them, and from there make it easier to spot. But once again, it's the whole about the argument, how to argue with things. And going back to my other earlier point, like you're going to need a couple of loops. You're still going to need even more loops because you don't know who these people are. And even then, that goes against what I was saying, what Rakia was saying there. By it doesn't matter because people will be different each time. So that whole thing is also out of the window too, technically. I didn't think the cast would change that fast, right? So, but I mean, 2 episodes in, 2 loops in, like Reikio was the same, very argumentative, very likes to argue with people. SQ was very much the same. So you could maybe take some information, but at this point, I probably wouldn't rely on that either, knowing it's completely different cast of characters. Um, but it seems like for now, Setsu's a main point in the plot line with Yuri. So I'm also curious if we ever get any more of like Yuri's actual past, right? Yuri's actual past with Setsu or anything like that, if there was one. I know it's a plot device that could be used to just be like, oh, amnesiac MC, right? So, um, but yeah, like I was saying, it was pretty obvious it was going to be Gina. They flagged it way too much. Plus, it just, like I said, loops and stuff. It makes it tell him that. And SQ is SQ, right? I do want to know if we get more stuff on the Gnosia and all that stuff, what they actually are and all that stuff as we go through these loops. Don't know. Maybe, right? I'm very curious too. In my mind, there's got to be a loop where Yuri themselves are a Gnosia. And I'm like, oh shit. Like that'd be crazy, right? That could be the loop that Yuri figures out more about it. But then be interesting if he ever was the Gnosia, if he's like, I'm in, vote for me, right? No one believes him or anything, or believes them or anything, and then, but he eventually does get killed. Does he loop still? Because they die. Yuri will die then. I'd be so wild that happened. I don't know. It's cooking time here, baby. But I honestly, man, out of the new stuff this season, this is the most interesting show to me, just because of the way they're setting this up. The writing isn't terrible either, which is nice. I'm not gonna call the writing fantastic or great, just because it's only 2 episodes in, but this is the show I'm most interested in. Now, we had some good stories with other shows happening too, so I'm not gonna discount them, but this is the one that it's piqued my interest the most now, and I'm glad I gave the first episode a reaction, on cam, because I probably would've watched this and been like, "Oh, yeah, this is great. I'm just gonna watch it all my own time." So if you guys want me to continue to do this on cam, you gotta let me know down below. Like, I'm sure subscribe, all the good jazz. Dustin's gonna try to catch up to see if he wants to join me on this. Same with Bree, but I don't know if they will or not. But if you guys do want me to continue this, I will, because I am invested. Um, I would like I said, we're 2 episodes in. I would like maybe a arc where it's multi-episode, but we'll see. I am very curious to play the game eventually as well, but we'll see how that works. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Talk to you soon. Bye.